Hello, figure. Are you with us? Oh, okay, all right. So let's have you. Let's have you. Do you want to share your screen, or you just want to?
So I'm doing that now.
Okay, you're live now. You're live now. So
Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone can see my screen at this point. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ugonna, co-founder and CEO at Figo, and thank you for being here. Today, SMEs in Nigeria contribute about 48% of the country's GDP and are responsible for over 80% of. Easier, faster, and cheaper way for SMEs to source goods. Figure is a business to business wholesale marketplace and a software as a service platform that enables SMEs like 𝗘𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗏 to discover, negotiate, and source goods directly from a verified network of suppliers and major suppliers and manufacturers. So basically, how it works is simple. We create the platform that enables existing manufacturers and suppliers to have an online presence so they can create an online store and they can manage all of their products, their inventory, their invoicing, and everything from that platform. And SMEs who run like supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, cafes, and the likes are able to discover them, negotiate, and source from them through the platform. And then we also support this process with access to credit through buy now, pay later. So how do we make money? It's very simple. Every time 𝗘𝗶𝗶𝗏 sources for goods, Figure makes a commission. We eventually start charging the suppliers and manufacturers a monthly subscription under the freemium model. So think of it like online rent to manage their store and all the tools we are giving them on the platform. And then for them to stay competitive, because we are creating a network of suppliers and manufacturers, for them to stay competitive, they might want to promote their stores or products on the Figure platform under the online ad model. Figure is solving a massive problem in a very big market. The retail market in Nigeria today is a $105 billion market, and across Africa, it's a $1 trillion market. So just to give you some bit of context, Alaba International Market alone does over $4 billion annually in the sale of electronics. Onitsha main market does over $1.5 billion annually in sale of FMCG products. So there is already a large market that is existing, but it is highly inefficient. And what we are doing is building the technology and data infrastructure to introduce efficiency into this already existing market. So like I said earlier, my name is Ugonna. I'm currently the co-founder and CEO at Figure. I'm a two-time founder with over a decade of experience across the retail value chain. So I've played in all sectors of the retail value chain, in the manufacturing sector, in distribution across multiple countries, in both B2B and B2C e-commerce. But my background is originally in engineering. Sunday, who is my co-founder, is also a two-time founder with over a decade of experience in the software development space. So his background is in computer science. He has developed applications for both corporates and startups across e-commerce, fintech, blockchain, edtech, health tech, and many other sectors. Damilola currently leads our operations. She has over 5 years experience leading sales and operations in across e-commerce and logistics. So she also led operations at 𝗗𝗏𝗃, which is a popular B2B marketplace or B2B e-commerce company, which some of us might be familiar with. And Godwin also has about 5 years experience driving sales, marketing, and business development across both corporates and startups. So what have we done today? We went to market in September 2023, so we're a little less than 3 years in market. We've now onboarded over 50,000 businesses to the 𝗘𝗿𝗆 platform. We've done over $15 million in transactions, and we've made close to $500,000 in revenue. How are we different from the competitors? So the first thing to understand is most of the competitors in the market today are basically single vendor FMCG focused platforms. So what this means is they are distributors. They buy products in bulk from existing manufacturers, the large manufacturers like 7up, Coca-Cola, Nestle, and the likes. They buy products in bulk from them. They warehouse these products and then they sell to retailers, mom and pop stores, and the likes. Right? So they are the sellers. Right? For us, we don't buy any product directly. We don't sell any product directly. We don't warehouse this product. Any product. Instead, we create the infrastructure that enables existing suppliers, which are the distributors and even manufacturers in some cases, to have an online presence and sell this product. So we're a multi-vendor and multi-category platform because we have vendors selling goods across multiple categories, right? And so because of our model, we're asset light and it's easier for us to scale, while most other competitors are asset heavy and it's difficult for them to scale. So let me just mention that for us, the movement of goods on the platform is not the core of 𝗘𝗿𝗆, right? What is quite interesting about what we are doing is the proprietary data engine we've built into the core of the wholesale marketplace and SaaS platform. So with every search, every order, every transaction, the platform becomes more intelligent, and that enables us to optimize product sourcing for every SME in a way that traditional distributors or existing competitors cannot replicate, or will find it very difficult to replicate. So today we've built our website, which is fully functional. We've built our web app, which is fully functional. We built our mobile app on Android and mobile app on iOS. So earlier in our journey, we built 𝗘𝗿 1.0, which included all these platforms. But this year already, we've launched 𝗘𝗿 2.0, which is a more intelligent, more sophisticated, and just basically a better platform for both vendors on our platform and the buyers alike. Right. Currently, we are raising $500,000. Till date, we've raised about $280,000 in lifetime funding. For this round, particularly, we've raised $200,000. About half of that was from a recent deal we closed from 𝗬𝗏 Bank. So we are officially backed by 𝗬𝗏 Bank. We had won Hackaholics 5.0 in 2024, which basically is organized by 𝗬𝗏 Bank out of about 3,500 startups. We won that. And they followed our progress closely for over a year. And they really loved what we're doing, and after extensive due diligence and other things, they decided to back us. So I'd like to thank everyone for listening, and I'd like to end by saying, according to Harvard Business School, Alibaba did more for Chinese SMEs than any government policy, any bank or ministry. And part of why China is what it is today is because Alibaba played a major role in opening up SMEs to the market, right? And we believe we can do the same at 𝗘𝗿𝗆. So I'd like to officially invite you all to join us on this journey as we build 𝗘𝗍𝗆 to become Africa's largest wholesale marketplace and the Alibaba of Africa. Thank you so much. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Very simple. We make it possible for businesses to find suppliers and buy goods from them in an easier, faster, and cheaper way. Okay, that's a good question. So the first thing to understand before we even move into AI, you need to understand the model of OmniBiz and 𝗘𝗿𝗍𝗶. Sabi has pivoted out of the space, sort of, right? But basically, for them, they are sellers, right? So they are selling to mom and pop stores. For us, we are optimizing the process. So one is like an AI powered search. So Figure is a closed system, right? So before you can even transact on Figure, we need to know what kind of business you are. We need to know what you do, and for every interaction you do on Figure, we are collecting that data and making the platform more intelligent. So using our machine learning and AI algorithms, we tailor an experience for you. So if you come to Figure, for example, as a supermarket in maybe Lekki, for instance, and you also come to Figure as a restaurant in, say, Ikeja, right? The experience for you might be different, right? So we are building the AI-powered search. We are building the intelligent product recommendations. We are now building a store assistant for vendors to enable them properly upload and manage their products. We are building an AI-powered invoicing system as well to just make invoicing more intelligent, and so many other features. So for us, it's important to know that the tech and data is the core of our platform, while for our competitors, the physical goods are the most important thing to them. Remember, they are dealing with warehousing. They must buy these goods, they warehouse it, they buy logistics, they move the goods, they do all of that. We don't have to deal with all of that. That's not our model, and that's why we have an advantage, because obviously that model also hasn't worked as intended. So that's some of the things that differentiates us when we talk about the AI and the tech infrastructure generally. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you everyone for listening. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Bye.